Hello everyone, and welcome to Simple Spec Games. Today, we are going to look at top 20 indie games set in medieval theme. But before we jump to the list, make sure hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notified for the info about indie, pixel art, and low-end games. Felvidek is a unique medieval RPG set in an alternate 15th century Slovakia, where players take on the role of Pavel, an alcoholic knight, navigating a world filled with surreal horrors, secret cults, and historical conflicts involving the Hussites and Ottomans. The game stands out with its blend of dark humor, intricate storytelling, and hand-painted aesthetics that vividly bring to life the medieval Slovak highlands. Players will explore castles, settlements, and dungeons, engaging in turn-based combat and uncovering hidden secrets, all while dealing with Pavel's personal struggles and the chaotic world around him. Mount & Blade 2, Bannerlord is an expansive open-world game that immerses players in a richly detailed medieval setting. Set in the fictional continent of Calradia, the game allows players to experience the life of a medieval warrior, engaging in large-scale battles, managing settlements, and navigating complex political landscapes. The game's medieval aspect is meticulously crafted, featuring historically inspired factions, realistic combat mechanics, and a dynamic economy that mirrors the feudal systems of the time. Thronefall is a minimalist strategy game developed by Grizzly Games, released in early access on August 2nd, 2023. In this game, players take on the role of a monarch on horseback, tasked with building and defending their kingdom. During the day, players construct and manage their kingdom by building homes, farms, and defensive structures like walls and towers. At night, they must defend against waves of enemies, using both their soldiers and the monarch's own combat abilities, which include weapons like bows and spears. Astrologaster is a narrative-based comedy game set in Shakespearean London, developed by Namyam. Players step into the shoes of Simon Foreman, a real-life 16th century astrologer and unlicensed medical practitioner. The game revolves around Foreman's unique practice of diagnosing and treating patients using astrology. As players perform astrological readings, they make story choices that affect the outcomes for Foreman's clients, who seek advice on personal, professional, and medical issues. Ghost of a Tale is an action RPG and stealth game set in a dark fantasy medieval world, developed by Seath CG. Players control Tilo, a courageous mouse minstrel who embarks on a perilous quest to find his true love, Mara. The game emphasizes stealth and exploration, requiring players to navigate through the dangerous Dwindling Heights Keep, using disguises and cunning to avoid enemies. The richly detailed world is populated by anthropomorphic animals, and the story unfolds through engaging quests and interactions with various characters. The Plague Doctor of Wippra is a point-and-click adventure game set in medieval Germany, developed by Electrocosmos. Players take on the role of Oswald Keller, a plague doctor tasked with diagnosing and treating patients during the bubonic plague. The game combines medical puzzles with a rich historical narrative, exploring themes of ignorance, superstition, and the harsh realities of medieval medicine. The hand-drawn pixel art and atmospheric storytelling create an immersive experience, while the choices players make can lead to different outcomes, adding replay value. Tavern Master is a medieval tavern management game where you are in charge of building, maintaining, and running your own cozy tavern. Starting with a small room, a few benches, and tables, you gradually expand your business by adding more furniture, hiring staff, and serving a variety of drinks and food. The game involves strategic planning, to optimize the layout for efficient service, ensuring customer satisfaction and managing resources to grow your tavern into a bustling hub. You can also host special events, hire musicians, and create rooms for overnight guests, adding depth and variety to the gameplay. Expeditions Viking is a tactical RPG developed by Logic artists set in the late 8th century AD Scree. Players assume the role of a newly appointed chieftain of a modest Viking clan, tasked with leading an expedition to Great Britain. The game offers a blend of exploration, combat, and decision-making, allowing players to choose between raiding, trading, or diplomacy to achieve their goals. The narrative is rich with historical elements, and players must navigate complex political landscapes, manage their village, and build a reputation that will be remembered for generations. Exanima is a unique 3D isometric RPG developed by Bare Metal Entertainment. Set in a dark, low-fantasy world, the game emphasizes realistic physics and deep, skill-based combat mechanics. Players navigate through a dungeon, solving puzzles, fighting enemies, and uncovering the mysteries of the environment. The game features a highly interactive environment, complex AI, and an advanced damage model that adds to the immersive experience. The Banner Saga 3 is the epic conclusion to the critically acclaimed Viking-themed tactical RPG series developed by Stoic Studio. Set in a beautifully hand-painted world inspired by Norse mythology, the game continues the story of a caravan of warriors and refugees struggling to survive as darkness engulfs their world. Players must make strategic decisions in turn-based combat, manage resources, and navigate complex moral choices that affect the fate of their characters and the world around them. The game is renowned for its deep narrative, compelling characters, and the consequences of player choices, which lead to multiple endings. Greedventory is a pixel art action RPG developed by Black Tower Basement and published by Nordcurrent. Released on May 17, 2023, the game features a linear progression where players must rely on quick reflexes to strike, parry, and cast powerful spells against enemies. Set in a brutal realm filled with ancient treasures and a not-so-secret society driven by greed, players navigate a world rich with magic and dark humor. The game's combat system is highly reactive, requiring precise mouse movements to survive. Eldest Souls is a challenging action RPG developed by Fallen Flag Studio. The game is set in a dark, desolate world where the old gods have unleashed a great desolation upon humanity as an act of vengeance. Players take on the role of a lone warrior armed with a great sword of pure obsidian, tasked with defeating these powerful deities. The gameplay focuses on intense, fast-paced combat, primarily against formidable bosses, each presenting unique challenges and requiring precise strategy and skill to overcome. Traveler's Rest is a charming tavern management game developed by Isolated Games. In this game, you take on the role of an innkeeper, transforming a run-down tavern into a bustling social hub. The gameplay involves brewing your own beer, farming, cooking, and crafting various items to please your customers. Set in a cheerful fantasy world, you can build relationships with the colorful characters you meet, explore the surrounding areas, and even discover lost magic. The game is currently in early access, with plans to expand its features, including more recipes, items, and multiplayer options. Ender Lilies, Quietus of the Knights is a dark fantasy 2D action RPG developed by AdGlobe and Livewire. The game follows Lily, the last surviving priestess in a land devastated by an endless, cursed reign that transforms living beings into undead monstrosities known as the Blighted. Players guide Lily through hauntingly beautiful, hand-drawn environments, battling enemies and purifying spirits to uncover the mystery behind the Reign of Death. The gameplay combines exploration, platforming, and intense combat, with a focus on strategic use of the spirits Lily can summon to aid her. Shadwen is a stealth action game developed by Frozenbyte. Set in a dark medieval fantasy world, players control Shadwen, an assassin on a mission to kill the king. The game emphasizes stealth and strategy, allowing players to manipulate time to plan their moves carefully. Shadwen can use various tools and environmental elements to create distractions, set traps, and eliminate guards without being detected. The game also features a unique mechanic where time only moves when Shadwen does, giving players the ability to pause and think through their actions. Stoneshard is a challenging turn-based RPG set in an open world, developed by Inkstains Games. Players experience the unforgiving life of a medieval mercenary, traveling across a war-torn kingdom to fulfill contracts, fight enemies, and mend their wounds. The game features a deep character development system with no class restrictions, allowing players to tailor their skills and abilities to their preferred playstyle. The gameplay emphasizes survival, with mechanics such as hunger, thirst, and injury management adding to the immersive experience. Anvil Saga is a management simulation game with RPG elements, developed by Perjok Studio. Set during the tumultuous 100 Years' War, players take control of a blacksmith shop, making decisions that impact the story and gameplay. You can construct new rooms and underground facilities to expand your smithy, manage orders, and deal with various factions such as bandits, merchants, priests, and soldiers. The game emphasizes the importance of reputation and relationships, with each choice influencing the game's world and leading to different outcomes. Black Geyser Couriers of Darkness is an isometric, party-based fantasy RPG developed by Grape Ocean Technologies. Set in the war-torn kingdom of Asilmarald, the game is inspired by classic CRPGs like Baldur's Gate and Icewind Dale. Players can recruit a diverse cast of characters, each with unique personalities and abilities, to join their quest against a mysterious curse of greed that plagues the land. The game features real-time tactical combat with a pause option, allowing for strategic planning during battles. Rising Lords is a medieval turn-based strategy game developed by Argonwood. The game combines elements of card and board games, allowing players to manage their realms by collecting taxes, dictating rations, and forging weapons. Players can send their serfs to fight in battles or let them prosper to use them to their advantage. The gameplay involves juggling production, resource gathering, construction, diplomacy, and treason, all vital for the success of your provinces. The game features turn-based, hex grid battles and a card-based skill system, adding depth to the strategic combat. The Hand of Merlin is a turn-based roguelite RPG where Arthurian legend meets cosmic horror. Players recruit a company of up to 3 mortal heroes and guide them on a perilous journey from Albion to Jerusalem, navigating a richly imagined medieval world on the brink of apocalypse. The game features tactical, squad-based combat against both human and demonic foes, requiring strategic use of high ground, cover, and coordinated attacks. The narrative is non-linear, with choices that change each playthrough, and players can upgrade their heroes, trade with merchants, and uncover ancient relics. So that is the video, guys. What is your favorite game from the list? Let me know in the comments. Hit like if you enjoy the video, and if you not, don't hesitate to click the dislike button. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you in the next video.